Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? This crowd is buzzing right now. Tonight, those cats won't even be able to hear themselves think. Let's do it.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Paul George, what will we see from him?
Oh, he's an exciting young player. Almost 6'10", great athleticism, length, dynamic finisher at the rim, and he can guard multiple positions defensively.
And you know what, Steve? His growth defensively has been just as impressive. He uses that length to great advantage, contesting shots and coming away with deflections and steals.
Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Bucks. I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now here's Rondo. Here's Thunder. The three-pointer, no good.
Roy Hibbert definitely a guy that can anchor a defense, and even though he doesn't block a bunch of shots, he's always changing shots, and he's the very best at the principle of verticality. Nobody does it better, going straight up and blocking shots than Roy Hibbert.
Really aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
And so here's Indiana. Calderon really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Six on the shot clock. And Clark, you mentioned the length of Roy Hibbert. We get to watch him every night. Long arms, 7'2". Not many guys in the league speak his size.
Huge frame, improved conditioning and mobility, better on pick and roll coverage than he's been. And I think the biggest thing is he understands how to avoid fouls under the rim, just jumping straight up, keeping his hands high, forcing offensive players to score over the top of him.
Gets himself open and drills it.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there.
Here's Thunder. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. And Batum kicks to Rondo. Shoots from the elbow. Is again. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Atlanta Hawks.
And their energy level at the defensive end was fantastic in that game, guys. They made finding an open shot very difficult in half-court situations.
And I thought, Steve, they excelled in transition defense as well. The energy level you talked about was obvious in that part of the game, too.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
They left them no choice but to foul there.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now here's Rondo. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Ibaka with the screen on George. Back to Rondo. Batum. Now the dish to Rondo. Celtics passing it around. From beyond the arc and then some. Thunder's got his first 3 points of the game. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. The pass to Hibbert. He's against Humphries. And it's Hibbert missing. Celtics leading by 3. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. When we talked about this game, he said his concern was how to handle Rajon Rondo. He said, quote, Rondo has no problem getting to the middle of defenses and finding open teammates. We have to make him become more of a jump shooter. Let's see if they can do just that.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Rondo. Now the feed to Batum. There's a screen. He passes to Thunder. Just 5 on the clock. Thunder's got 5.
Frank Vogel was one of the youngest head coaches in the NBA, and in college at Kentucky, he pestered the coaches relentlessly until they gave him a role as a student manager for the Wildcats. And that determination and resolve has served him well as he's worked himself into an outstanding head coach in the NBA.
Here is Rondo after David West's bucket. Back to Rondo. Right side Rondo. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He has 6.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Andrew Vogel, an assistant for 10 years in the NBA, when a coaching turnover moved him into the interim head coaching position in 2011, Steve, he grabbed the reins and couldn't look back.
Oh, he did. The results speak for themselves. The team's responded to him. The organization has shown its faith. Coach Vogel giving him an extension, and he led that club to a deep playoff run a year ago, 1 game from the finals.
Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Thunder. Hit by Humphries. Thunder passes to Rondo. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Calderon. No good from Thunder. For Indiana, they've gotten 3 big shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Calderon dishes to Jordan. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Austin's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Outside Rondo, Thunder. Ibaka with the screen on George. Here's Thunder. The offensive rebound. Another shot. Ibaka, no luck.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Granger kicks to Calderon. Pass to George. Feeds it to Granger. 6 to shoot. Back to George. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. George has got his first basket.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
The drive by Rondo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, there aren't too many drive and dish point guards out there anymore, but Rondo is the epitome of that type of guard in the NBA. He is always looking to make a move and create space for a teammate, and his assist totals reflect that.
Well, Clark, you talked about Rondo's playmaking. I think Steve and I agree. He's led the league in assists per game the last 2 seasons in that very important category, Steve, and I think it speaks volumes.
It's pretty incredible what Rondo has been able to accomplish in the NBA. Fell to late in the first round to the Celtics back in his draft class, but here he is developing into one of the top point guards in the league.
Granger misses. For Boston, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Humphries with a screen on George. And George with the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the pace. The playoffs started today. They hold the number 5 seed. The Hornets are looking to build on that. And of course, there's the Celtics. 9 games back.
Well, for Indiana, they've managed their expectations well. I mean, they've been even keeled, not too high, not too low on themselves, and in decent shape as we get deeper into the season.
This is probably where they should be, I mean, to be honest with you. And I like it, man. What you want to do in the NBA season, you just want to take it week by week. You can't get too high or too low. And this team, if they continue to just do their work on a daily basis, they should be fine.
Here is Calderon after the made shot from Humphries. 3-pointer. Granger gets it to go. Granger's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
The drive by Rondo. Humphries with the bucket. Pacers trail by 3. Now Calderon. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. begins to bucket. West, that's good. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. There's the pick. Rondo drives in, and there's the pass to Thunder. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Thunder's got 7.
Off to a rough start. Just doesn't seem to have the rhythm with his shot.
He dishes it to Hibbert. He's against Humphrey. Ranger outside. There's the triple. And that is good. He's got 6.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Back to Rondo. He passes to Thunder. Right at the free throw line. It's hauled in by Jose Calderon.
This quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Ranger drives in. A chance there to take the lead. Missing. George against Thunder. Passes it to Thunder. Lots of room. Gets it to go. Thunder's got 9 points. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. And now let's take a look at a